Did you know that simply placing one hand on your chest and the other on your belly can help your body naturally drift into deep sleep without any medication? You might have heard of breathing exercises for relaxation, but today I am going to show you a surprisingly simple technique using just your hands and your breath that can activate your body's natural sleep mechanism. No sleeping pills, no complicated yoga routines, no need to change your lifestyle. Just a few minutes of practice, right on your bed, and you can calm your nervous system, regulate your heart rate, release anxiety, and fall asleep naturally and effortlessly. Older adults often carry a quiet burden every night, struggling to fall into deep sleep, waking up easily, tossing and turning due to thoughts, nighttime urination, or simply because the body's rest mode has aged. But that does not mean you have to accept insomnia as part of getting older. In this video, I am going to explain why this one simple move can actually reset your entire sleep system. I will show you the breathing pattern that helps quiet down the constant chatter in your brain. Most importantly, I will guide you step by step so you can try it tonight. Before we begin, go ahead and leave a positive affirmation in the comments below as a way of setting your intention to attract better things. Something like, "I deserve deep and peaceful sleep," or whatever heartfelt desire you want to share. And do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss content like this. Together, let's create a positive and healthy environment where we can grow and thrive. Now, before we try this simple method for better sleep, you need to understand why it has become so difficult to fall asleep in the first place. When we understand the root cause, the solution becomes much more effective. As we move into middle age and beyond, the body naturally goes through changes that affect sleep quality. One of the clearest changes is the drop in melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating our internal clock and making us feel sleepy at night. When melatonin decreases, the brain stops getting strong signals to power down, making it harder to enter deep sleep. At the same time, our internal biological clock gets out of sync. You might find yourself getting sleepy earlier in the evening and waking up way too early in the morning. Even if you sleep for enough hours, the sleep itself may be light and fragmented, leaving you tired the next day. Beyond biology, underlying medical conditions also play a big role. Arthritis can cause discomfort, diabetes can lead to blood sugar swings, heart conditions can make breathing harder when lying down. All of these things disrupt deep sleep. Then there's the issue of nighttime urination, often due to an enlarged prostate in men, or an overactive bladder in women, which forces you to wake up repeatedly, breaking your rest cycle. Another hidden factor is the side effects of medications. Drugs for blood pressure, diuretics, antidepressants. They all can negatively affect your sleep cycle, making it hard to fall asleep or stay asleep, and may even trigger nightmares. And last, but not least, our emotional state. Older adults are more vulnerable to anxiety, melancholy, even fear about illness, loneliness, or even death. At night, these worries often intensify, making it nearly impossible for the mind to relax enough for rest. Now that you understand why sleep becomes so fragile with age, it is the perfect time to learn a technique that can completely change those restless nights. The technique of one hand on your chest, one on your belly might seem basic, but it is rooted in solid science. It's called diaphragmatic breathing. This is the natural way of breathing we all did instinctively as babies. But over time, with stress and physical changes, most adults, especially older adults, have forgotten how to breathe properly. Diaphragmatic breathing is not just about taking deep breaths. More importantly, it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your nervous system that helps your body rest and recover. When the diaphragm is used correctly, it gently massages internal organs, lowers your heart rate, reduces blood pressure, and guides your whole nervous system into a deeply relaxed state. This is the ideal condition for falling asleep naturally without any medication. On the other hand, shallow chest breathing, activates the sympathetic nervous system, keeping the body alert, tense, and wide awake. So putting one hand on your chest and one on your belly is more than just observing your breath. It helps retrain your brain and body to breathe the right way. Inhale through your nose so that your belly rises while your chest stays still. Then exhale slowly through your mouth as your belly sinks. Repeating this sends calming signals to your brain, telling it that it is safe to power down and rest. No equipment, no drugs, no cost. This is a natural science-backed technique perfect for older adults. And after just a few minutes of practice, you will feel a noticeable difference in both your body and your mind. Now that you know why this method works, let me show you exactly how to do it for the best results. Before we begin, make sure you are in a peaceful, cozy space, ideally your bedroom where you feel safe, familiar, and undisturbed. This is not just about physical space, but also about setting a mental state that allows you to rest. Lie on your back in bed. Let your body completely relax. Let your arms and legs fall naturally to the sides and rest your head comfortably on your pillow. No tension, no effort. Let the mattress gently support your entire weight, as if you are surrendering your body to the bed with total trust. Once you are ready, place your left hand on your chest, right below your breastbone. This is the area that moves when you breathe shallowly. Then place your right hand over your belly, just above your navel. Placing your hands this way helps you reconnect with your breath, something we often take for granted, but is actually the key to calming your entire nervous system. This is a powerful way to tell if you are breathing from your chest shallow, quick, and tense, or from your belly deep, even, and restorative. Now begin by slowly inhaling through your nose for about 4 seconds. As you breathe in, imagine the air flowing through your nose, down into the very bottom of your lungs, expanding your belly. You should feel your right hand on your belly rising gently, while your left hand on your chest remains mostly still. If your chest hand moves more than your belly hand, it means you are chest breathing gently. Adjust. Do not force it. Let the breath guide your body with a slow and natural rhythm. This kind of diaphragmatic breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, helping you shift from alertness to deep relaxation. Once your belly is fully expanded, hold your breath for about 4 seconds. This is not about straining or holding tightly. It is a soft pause, allowing oxygen to spread through your body and telling your brain that everything is calm. In this still moment, your brain begins to understand that your body is safe, that it does not need to be on high alert. It is a subtle yet powerful connection between your mind and body, between control and letting go. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for about 6 to 8 seconds. Feel your belly gently sink, your right hand lowering with it. This slow, extended exhale is the key to entering recovery mode. Every out-breath sends a message to your body. You are safe. You can relax. Your heart rate begins to slow. Your blood pressure stabilizes, and your brain stops triggering the areas associated with stress and anxiety. Repeat this cycle 10 to 15 times. With every inhale, hold, exhale, you are not just drawing more oxygen into your lungs, you are retraining your body to recognize when it is time to rest and when it is time to let go. At first, it might feel a little strange. You might struggle to keep the rhythm, but do not give up. Your body needs time to get used to something this good. The important thing is to stay gentle, never force it, and treat each breath like a friend guiding you back to balance. This breathing technique becomes even more effective when paired with healthy lifestyle habits. So, before you get into bed, let me walk you through a few more tips to help you sleep better every night. 1. Create an ideal sleep environment. Proper breathing technique is essential for quality sleep, but your surroundings are just as important. Think of your sleep environment as the stage where your rest takes place. If the stage is cluttered, brightly lit, or filled with noise, it does not matter how mentally prepared you are, falling into deep sleep will still be a challenge. That is why it is crucial to start with the seemingly small things that have a deep impact on your ability to relax and rest. Start by keeping your bedroom dark and cool, especially during the evening and nighttime. The ideal sleep temperature is typically between 64 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. If the air is too hot or too cold, your body has to work harder to regulate its internal temperature, which makes it harder to stay asleep. A gentle fan or a stable cooling system can help maintain a comfortable environment. Light is another key factor. Melatonin. The sleep hormone is only released in significant amounts when the room is dark enough. Turn off all bright lights, use a soft, warm nightlight if needed, and ideally use blackout curtains or a sleep mask to block out any external light. One common mistake older adults often make is using their phone tablet or watching television right before bed. These devices emit blue light, a wavelength that suppresses melatonin production. Even if you think I'm just scrolling a little or watching something helps me relax, what you are actually doing is confusing your brain's natural signals, delaying sleep and making it harder to reach deep rest. Try to stop using electronic devices at least 1 hour before bed. Instead, opt for gentler activities like reading a paper book, listening to instrumental music, or simply sitting quietly and breathing deeply. Also, your bed should be reserved for just 2 things: rest and relaxation. Avoid working, eating, or even arguing in your bedroom. These behaviors train your brain to associate the bed with alertness or stress instead of a safe space for letting go and recharging. 2. Establish a consistent bedtime ritual. Along with creating the right environment, older adults should build a steady, consistent nighttime ritual. This is more than just a series of small tasks. It is your way of telling the brain, it is time to wind down. Just like children are soothed by a bedtime story, or their favorite blanket, adults also benefit from gentle cues that help transition into restful sleep. One simple yet powerful habit is drinking a cup of herbal tea, like chamomile, about 30 to 45 minutes before bed. Chamomile has been shown in many studies to calm the nervous system, ease anxiety, and support natural sleep. It is caffeine-free, non-addictive, and acts as a gentle relaxant to help you cool down from the emotions and mental activity of the day. If chamomile is not your favorite, you can try other teas like peppermint, lavender, or valerian, whatever makes your body feel light and at ease. Next, taking a warm bath about 30 minutes before bedtime is another highly effective signal to help your body enter rest mode. Warm water not only cleanses the body, but also causes your peripheral blood vessels to expand. As a result, your core body temperature lowers after you leave the bath, which in turn stimulates the release of melatonin and makes you feel naturally sleepy. Bathing in soft lighting, quiet surroundings, and with calming essential oils like lavender will amplify the relaxation effect. Another mental ritual that is incredibly helpful but often overlooked is writing in a gratitude journal before bed. Just jot down 3 positive things from your day. It could be a warm conversation, a delicious meal, or even the soft light of the evening sun. This simple act helps steer your mind away from regrets, worries, or sadness, which often show up at night, and instead programs your brain to recognize and hold on to the good. Studies show that people who regularly practice gratitude sleep more deeply, have fewer nightmares, and wake up feeling more optimistic. 3. Avoid bad habits that sabotage your sleep. Just as important as building good sleep habits is eliminating the ones that secretly ruin your rest, often without you even noticing. Older adults sometimes fall into the mindset of, "I have always done it this way," or "it is not really a big deal." But these seemingly harmless routines could be exactly why you struggle to sleep, wake up often, or find it hard to fall back asleep. it is time to seriously reevaluate these small but powerful behaviors. First, avoid caffeine after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Caffeine is found in coffee, strong tea, chocolate, energy drinks, and even some painkillers. It can stay in your system for 6 to 8 hours after consumption, keeping your brain alert and stimulating your nervous system. For younger people, this might not be a big deal, but as we age, our metabolism slows down. That means caffeine lingers longer in the body, which could be why you are tossing and turning at night without knowing why. Even a gentle cup of tea in the afternoon can interfere with your sleep if you are not careful. Another common mistake is drinking too much water in the evening. Of course, staying hydrated is vital for health, but drinking a lot of liquids after 7 o'clock in the evening increases the chances of being woken up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. This becomes especially problematic for those with prostate issues, sensitive bladders, or age-related kidney changes. Try to drink plenty of water throughout the day and gradually reduce intake as the evening progresses rather than loading up at night. Finally, be mindful of how you nap. Many older adults nap for long stretches to make up for poor nighttime sleep. But napping for more than 30 minutes, especially after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, can disrupt your internal clock and make it harder to feel sleepy at night. Long naps may also push you into a deep sleep stage, and if you are woken up suddenly, you might feel groggy or disoriented, a phenomenon called sleep inertia. If you need a nap, aim for 20 to 30 minutes in a quiet, dim space, and ideally not right after a big meal. Even when you are following the right techniques and habits, every body is unique, especially as we age. So before you start, keep a few important things in mind. The first thing older adults should remember is to truly listen to their own bodies. No technique is perfect for everyone. Diaphragmatic breathing is safe and effective for most people, but if you have a history of lung conditions like chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, asthma, or if you have undergone abdominal or chest surgery, then you should start slowly and keep the practice short. If you feel any discomfort, stop and consult your doctor. Every body has its own limits, especially in older age, and pushing yourself too hard can backfire. Next, patience is key. Younger people may adopt new habits within a few days, but older adults may need more time for their bodies to adjust to new rhythms. You might not notice dramatic results the first few times you practice deep breathing, but what matters is not immediate results. What matters is that you are gradually re-establishing your body's natural sleep cycle. Be consistent for at least 1 to 2 weeks doing the practice at the same time every night, and you will start to feel lasting change. Also, do not try too many methods at once. A common mistake among people struggling with insomnia is trying everything: taking pills, drinking tea, listening to music, using essential oils, meditating, counting sheep, all in one night. This overwhelms your brain with mixed signals and often adds stress from trying too hard to sleep. Instead, choose 1 or 2 methods that suit your body best. Apply them gently and consistently so your brain can form a new, healthy habit. Finally, talk to someone about your sleep. Many older adults suffer from insomnia in silence, which can lead to fatigue, low mood, or feelings of isolation. Sometimes just one heartfelt conversation or a listening ear from a loved one is enough to ease your mind and help you sleep. Sleep is not just a biological function, it is deeply emotional, and the feeling of being connected and understood is the most powerful remedy that no sleeping pill can ever replace. A good night's sleep is not just a biological need, it is a precious gift for your mind and your health. When you truly understand what your body needs, when you learn how to adjust your breathing, change your environment, and build positive habits, you are gradually restoring the balance that age, illness, and anxiety may have taken away. And the most beautiful part is this: you are not alone. Millions of older adults are walking the same path, the journey to reclaim peaceful nights, to wake up with a clear mind and a body full of energy. If you found today's content helpful, leave a comment with a positive affirmation, like I am restoring my health and my sleep one day at a time. Or feel free to share your personal experience. Your story might just inspire someone else on the same journey. And do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so we can keep exploring more healthy, compassionate, and uplifting solutions for aging together. Wishing you a peaceful night.